What is really going on when we apply heat to our beloved hair? The answer is heat damage. Heat damage is when the physical or chemical components of your hair are broken down and weakened as a result of high temperatures. The two crucial physical components are the cuticle, which is made up of transparent cells that look like fish scales, and the cortex, where crucial proteins like keratin live. Keratin is a protein that gives the hair strength and elasticity. And there are two types of bonds that help give the keratin its structure. Disulfide bonds are the strong permanent bonds that give keratin the majority of its strength, but they can get damaged if they are too exposed to extreme heat or intense chemicals. You also have hydrogen bonds, which are weaker and more susceptible to be both broken down and repaired. When it comes to styling, it's all about breaking down these chemical components, which in turn allows the physical components of the hair to be reshaped. When heat is applied to the hair, it causes the keratin fibers to vibrate. The more heat that's applied, the more fibers vibrate and break the hydrogen bonds. Just imagine someone dancing a little too hard at a wedding. It's no surprise if they break a thing or two. Once the bonds are broken, the keratin can be stretched out into a new shape. After the heat is removed from the hair, it starts to cool. The vibrations slow down and the bonds are able to reform in their new shape. At this point, you might be like, hold up. Doesn't this mean that I'm damaging my hair every single time I use my blow dryer or curling iron? Well, kinda sorta yeah, but not all damage is created equally. Technically, even small things like brushing your hair cause some levels of damage over time. So, it's important to learn what could truly turn your hair into straw. Every time you apply heat over 300 degrees Fahrenheit to your strands, those vibrating keratin fibers become weaker and weaker. If you style your hair with heat every single day, you're essentially putting your hair through a rigorous dance marathon that it did not sign up for. And eventually, the keratin's ability to reform and maintain its strength will go downhill. But when you apply heat over 445 degrees Fahrenheit, that's when you're really getting into trouble. This is when you start to smell that awful burning odor because you are literally melting the proteins in your hair. Even worse, it's also when those crucial disulfide bonds start to give up and you can basically kiss your hair's health goodbye at that point. This all sounds kinda depressing, but luckily there is a way to style your hair without extreme heat damage. Dyson legit has a team of aerodynamicists that figured out how to pair heat with air. I'm sorry, did aerodynamicists get you looking gorgeous this morning? If not, you should listen up. For Dyson's supersonic hairdryer, they've created air multiplier technology that not only generates an airstream from their tiny, powerful motor, but also draws in air from behind the hairdryer head and from the air surrounding the hairdryer. So you're getting a whole lot more air in a shorter period of time, leaving you with smoother hair in less time. And remember, the less time you need to put any sort of heat to your head, the better off your strands will be in the long run. Both the Airwrap Styler and Supersonic Hairdryer use a meticulously engineered V9 motor that accelerates air and creates that really high pressure inside each machine. Also, both products measure heat over 40 times per second, allowing the tools to self-regulate the temperature. So here's the bottom line. You can damage your hair through both brushing and styling with extreme heat. The key here is to manage the damage responsibly and use tools that are designed to protect your luscious locks and prevent further damage during the styling process.